Hello dear student, welcome. Today I want you and me to look about JavaScript class and the objects. Okay, let's get started. What is object or what is class? Let's start with class. Class is a design of object. It is a blueprint which defines which attribute and which methods or ability the object should possess. So we use class to define how the object should behave. And when you talk about object is actual implementation of class. So let's maybe take an example. For example, if you design a diagram or a map of your house, that is a class. But when you go and build a house according to that map, that is called an object. So this is a simple meaning behind the class and the objects. So let's see how these things works in JavaScript. So let's see how class is defined. First, you should put a class keyword followed by the name of your class. In my case, it is car. And by convention, the name of class should be capitalized. Okay, guys? So don't put it in small letter, okay? Use capital letter. Okay, after that, you open the curly braces. So here we have our class of car, and every class should possess a constructor. A constructor is a special method which is used to create an object depending on given class. Okay? A constructor again is a method, is a special method which is used to create an object depending on given class. So let's define here constructor. Okay, by using this is method. Let's say it will print console.log hello world. Okay, and let me give you another meaning of construct. Construct also is a method which is first defined. What I mean is, this method is called by default when you create an object. Okay, so let's save this script and then see how to create an object. To create an object, you should store it in given variable. So let's say car is equal to new car. This is syntax. Car is a variable which will store our object. When you want to create an object, you should pass new keyword followed by class name and bracket. Okay, so here I want to create car object, and from this I want to store that object inside car variable. Okay, so let's save this, then let's run here our script and see how constructor works. Okay, let's say not index.js. As you see, hello world have been printed. So constructor is a method which is called automatically when you create an object. Okay, so let's say for now I want to create a car with given attributes. Okay, let's remove this, and constructor, I want to create a car with given attribute. For example, I want my car to have color, sorry, is equal to, let's say white. Okay, Let's say when you create an object here, I want it to have for number of tiles. Number of tiles, I can say for it is integer. And lastly, let's say any car should have window, for window. Okay, sorry guys, for window. Okay, let's save this, then let's create an object from that class. Let's say let p is equal to new car. Let's save this, then let's print this. Let's print our create object console.log p. Let's print this so as to preview it in console. Let's say here we run our script node. Let's say index.js. Oh, something long. Okay, now I've got something. Okay, here I have an error. What this error means is we should pass this keyword. This is keyword which is used to refer a given attribute is belong to a given object. So when I say this dot color, this means this color will of white will belong to a object which I created, which is p. Okay, so for all attributes I should pass this, then save this, then clear and run it. Index.js. As you see, this is create object, and it tell you, yeah, this is car class which have color of white, number of tiles of 4, and windows of 4. So this is used to give or to tell my compiler or my program that this color should belong to the object I created. So when I create object of p, it will say this color attribute should belong to p. So p stands for this stands for p. So this will say p has color of white, p has 4 number of tiles, p have 4 windows. So don't forget to post this keyword. This keyword means object, create object. Okay, so at the first time we got an error because this object seemed to have nothing, because we didn't specify that, hey, this attribute should belong to the create object. Okay, so you should specify just like that. So as you see here, our object has this attribute, color of white, number of tiles which is 4, number of window which is 4. Okay, yeah, I think you get me. Okay, let's go and look at another kind of scenario of using constructor. Let's delete this. This constructor can also be used to tell an object to pass a given attribute or given value to it. What I mean, we can say to call this constructor, you should pass color, you should pass number of tiles, you should pass number of feet. Let's say this for that car. Then we say this dot color is equal to color, this dot number of tiles of seats maybe is equal to number of seats, this dot number of tiles is equal to number of tiles, Okay, so what this constructor say, hey, when you create an object, you should pass to me a color, number of tiles, and number of seats for that object. So if you didn't pass them, it will give you an error. So let's see, maybe I want to create an object of car. Let's say it is Toyota. Let's call this on Toyota. Then let's call new keyword. Let's say this, and I can say color, it is white. Number of tiles 4, number of seats maybe 12, something like that. Let's save this. Let's preview it in our terminal. Let's create a terminal first. Then let's run this script. Sorry, you should print in order to preview it on the terminal. So console.log Toyota. Okay, so now you have Toyota, and let's see if the create object has this attribute assigned to it, because we said constructor is method which is called automatically when you create an object. So here we create an object and we pass white 4 and 12 as parameter to the constructor. Then the constructor will take this past the parameter and assign it to its attributes. Okay, so a car will have a color attribute of past the color, and number of seat attribute of past the number of seats, and number of tiles attribute of past the number of tiles. Okay, so let me print it and run my script. I can say node index.js. As you see, good, boom. Here we have an object which assigned the attribute we pass to the constructor. So we pass white, it assigned to it white. We pass it 4, it assign it 4, it has number of tiles. Yeah, it assign it on the number of tiles, which is last one. We pass it 12 as number of seats. It assign it to number of seats. So this is how the constructor will deal with all our past the attributes, and we assign it to object. Okay, let's say another scenario of class and objects. Let's give that object a given ability or method. So let's say every car should go from one place to another, should move. Okay, so from that we will create an function or a method which gives this object ability to do something. So let's say move is method, or so the method should possess brackets first by syntax. It says this. So move, let's say when it is called, it should console, hey, you called me. Let's say something like this. Okay, let's save this. Then let's create our object here. I can say let's say let car is equal to new car. Let's pass to it color red, number of tiles 2, number of seats 6. Okay. Then after that, this object has given ability to move. So from this we can call that method, that ability to check object, hey, you should move. So we should call a move function for it to acquire or to do something for us. So I can say car.move. Okay, save it, clear your terminal, run your script. You can say node index.js. Okay, as you see, this move ability has given us or have been called, and when it has been called, it is printed, hey, you called me. As you see, this is our output. So you can have a number of functions inside a class so as to give a class or object attribute or a power or ability to do something. Let's say I have another method which is called the my color. This will print to us a color of our car which we create. I can say console.log first, I can say color const color is equal to this.color. Okay, then console.log, hey, I'm car of given color. I can say plus color. Okay, red color. Say red color. Something like that. Let's do this. Let's save this. Okay. So here we have a new method which when it is called, it will print a color of car object which you create. So let's say here we call my car. Okay, let's save this, and then let's clear and the run Javascript. Yeah, as you see, hey, I'm car of lady color. So this will do something for us. And when I say, hey, color is equal to, color is equal to this dot colors, this means it represents an object we created. So this stands for car. So here it means car dot color, and we specify color as red. Okay, guys. So this will give us a given ability. Okay, let's talk about another issue in the class and objects, which is there is method called the static method. Static method, a method which is called by class name or class. It is not called by object. Okay, so when this method or function are called, it executes something, but take in mind that it is called by class, not object. As we look, these methods have been called by object. We create the first object and then we call method. So in this scenario, we want to look in given method, special method which are only get called by the class. Okay, I mean a car, and not a given object. This is object, this is class. Okay, so this function have a static keyword. This function should possess static keyword. So we start with static, and let's say greet me. Okay, console.log hello web and panda. Okay, let's see this how it works. So with this class there is no need for us to create objects. These classes are only called as the static keyword distinct here. It is only called by the class and not an object. So here we have an object. Let's delete this, and then let's say car dot click me. Okay, let's save this, and then let's go to our terminal. Let's clear this, and let's run not index. Yes, as you see, this method have been called by class, and it say hello there, I'm Panda. Okay, so I think you get something here. There is difference between this method and this. These are get called by objects. You should first create objects to call them, but this does not need or does not interact with object. It's only interact with class. Okay, so this is something also you should know. So I think you get something about that, and this method, like other method, it can tell you to pass something for it to be executed. Let's say you need to pass message. Okay, message. Hey, you should pass to me message, and then I will print your message. Okay, print message. So from it, when you call it, you should pass to it a message. You can say, hey, I'm hungry. Play faster. Okay, let's save this. Then let's clear our terminal first. Then let's say node index. Yes. Like you see, the message have been passed to it, and it have been printed. So take it in a way that a static method or function are only get called by the class, while other methods like my color and move here get called by object. Object on class can't or never call this to move in the my color. Okay, so I think in this tutorial you get something exciting, and it will help you to improve your knowledge about the object and the classes in JavaScript. So for any suggestion, if you like my video, don't forget to subscribe and to comment in description below. Ask me something and I'll give you an answer for that question you asked me. So in this case, I think you get something, and thank you for watching my video. Meet you in next video. Bye bye.